Hello, my name is Dragoljub Nesic. I'm the Head of Research and Development at Verisec. Today, I'm going to talk about digital certificates, what they contain, what they're used for, and how you can trust them. Certificates are a very important part of our e-existence today. You may have heard them mentioned in the context of opening a connection to a website, SSL certificates, proving who you are to someone or something on the internet, authentication certificates, or perhaps when digitally signing a document or email, signature or non-repudiation certificates. But what are certificates actually? Certificates are a critical component of what are known as public key infrastructures, PKIs, sets of rules and protocols put in place to make public key cryptography useful in real life. Imagine you get stopped by traffic police while driving. It is very likely you will be asked to show your driving license to prove you are qualified to drive. When you think of it, a driving license includes some information about you, your name, date of birth, and most likely a photograph. Furthermore, a driving license typically has some information included by the issuer, amongst other a serial number, a date of issue, a validity period, the name of the issuing authority, and, of course, the type of vehicles you are allowed to operate, as well as any restrictions, for example, usage of glasses. Finally, driving licenses contain elements aimed to make counterfeit difficult: holograms, embossed or indented print, as well as some of the aforementioned information about you or the issuer in electronic form. Assuming you are not intoxicated in any way, the likelihood of your continued journey is bound by the trust police have that the driving license you presented is authentic and really belongs to you. Think of certificates as an electronic version of a driving license, albeit in an entirely digital form. A certificate contains some information about you, for example, name and email address. It has a serial number, and it has some information about the issuer, the latter typically referred to as a certificate authority or CA, as well as allowed usages and restrictions imposed by the issuer. In addition, a certificate is electronically protected to assure its authenticity. However, a digital certificate also includes one other important piece of information: a public key corresponding to the private key belonging to you. When issued to an individual, a certificate is used in conjunction with the private key belonging to its owner for digitally signing and encrypting information. A certificate can, however, be issued to a company, a machine, or a website. In the case of the latter two, it is typically in the context of proving the authenticity of a party one is communicating with through a protocol known as SSL, or in its later versions TLS. If you have ever typed https:// in a browser, then you have actually used a certificate with SSL. Regardless of use, whether you should rely on a certificate or not depends on several factors. Firstly, do you trust the issuer? This is a complex question that depends on the registration processes deployed by the issuer, as well as whether their issuing policies are acceptable to you. Secondly, does the identity information in the certificate match what you expect? Thirdly, is the intended usage allowed by the issuer? And finally, is the certificate valid at the time you're asked to trust it? So, to summarize, a digital certificate binds a public key to an identity, be it an individual, a legal entity, or simply a machine or device on the internet, all vouched for by some certificate authority. At the point of utilizing the certificate, one is bound to validate its integrity and validity, its content against the intended usage, and also assess the level of trust one has into its issuer. Be the intended transaction a connection to a website or digitally signing a contract, the relying party must reject it if any of those checks yield an unsatisfactory result. In this video, we talked about digital certificates, what they are, and how they're used in real life. Thank you for your attention, and see you soon again.